Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. My name is Matthew and this is Matthew Hawker Gaming. Today we are going to do another one of my collection videos. Today we're going to do a second volume of my digital games. So in the first thing we looked at Steam games. Now we're going to look at games on the Epic Games Store and GOG. I'm at some point going to show you my other digital games on the other medium, like the PlayStation and the Xbox and Switch, for instance. But I don't currently have a capture card set up, so I can't show you those. I apologise to those that were expecting to have my controller video. That's taking a bit more effort to do. I'll be back in person with the collection videos, physical collection videos soon. And as I say, I'm mostly a physical video game collector, but I do like digital games. Well, I like all forms of games anyway, so there we go. Anyway, so today we're going to look at the Epic Games Store and GOG Games Store. So I'm going to show you my library on each. I'm going to tell you a little bit about each. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the interface from it. I'm recording this via Streamlabs desktop. I recorded this video before, but it didn't come out because I hadn't adjusted the size of the capture window. Anyway, hopefully it works out this time. Anyway, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me your favourite video game store on the front, whether you're on PC or console. Anyway, let's get on with the video. Right, so first I'm going to show you a little bit about the thing. So this is me on the thing. It's one of my aliases. So I'm a Magic player. It's based on a Magic card. Don't forget you can check out my Magic content as well. So basically, this is how the achievements work on this system. So they basically various games have achievements. They're like more like PlayStation than Xbox, I think, because they've got platinums, which are the more difficult ones to achieve. This is how many achievements I've got. This is the EXP. I don't play that much on Epic Games. The reason being because I prefer the games on Steam, although I quite like the interface. So basically, Epic Games, the thing you've got to know about Epic Games is basically a lot of the games are given away. Basically, they give away 2 games each week without fail on the Thursday. Normally comes on around 5 o'clock in the UK time anyway. And basically they give away so basically most of the games featured in this video I'm not going to have paid anything for. So as long as you've got a PC, and I'm not even sure you need a PC to be honest. I think you can claim them just by having an Epic Games account on your phone. I think will work as well. And basically you don't need to install them, you just claim them. As long as you claim them, there's new games every week. They also have what are called vault games, which are free and they're more memorable games. So like they gave away GTA, what I think was one of the biggest ones they gave away, and that happens once or twice a year. Okay, so these are my thing. That's my account. Oh, right. I hope this comes out okay anyway. All right, this is basically just my achievements. You're paying for, guys. Salt and Sanctuary, August Must Die. Yeah, it's not my most played platform anyway. So, and there's also, if you're looking into a achievement tracker that will track all of them, there's one called Meta Achievements. So that will track all your achievements on all of the platforms, and you basically have like a global leaderboard and stuff. So that's worth looking into. It's called Meta Achievements, I believe. All right, let's look in the library, and I'll show you what I've got. I believe there's. Let's see how many games we have. So like, no. I think there's 300 games roughly. Let's go through some of them. All right, let's have a look. I aim to show you all these. Once I've showed you all these, and I'll tell you a bit about the memorable ones, I will go into the other store, and that will be the video. Right, so let's have a look. So the first one being 20 minutes until dawn. So this is so you click on it. So you go to. I have to show you via this. You go to the store page, and basically, so this is a twin stick style shooter or a survival roguelike. It's like a bit like Vampire Saviors, which is I think it's more popular than this one, but this one has this kind of black and white kind of style artwork. As you can see, the kind of artwork in it is kind of stylized, quite cool. I don't think it's as good as either Vampire Saviors or Soulstone Survivors, which is my favourite of these kind of roguelikes. Anyway, tells you the genre, the features, blah blah blah. The Epic Games has a rating system which is similar to the Steam reviews. So this is the average feedback for it, so 4.6 out of 5. But this game has blah blah blah, boss battles, critics recommend 7.5 out of 10, and the specs on it. Anyway, you don't need to see that. All right, the game's fine. All right, let's go back to the library and I'll show you for the full. So we've got, and then they say beneath them, they'll basically tell you how many achievements are available and stuff like that, and there's like various specs on it. 911 operator, so that's like that was given away. It's like an emergency services kind of style simulation kind of game. I haven't played it. Right, so Game of Thrones, the board game, that I can tell you a bit more about. I haven't played this digital game, but they did give it away in a Humble Bundle recently. And say Humble Bundles are definitely worth looking into, people. So Humble Bundle, how a Humble Bundle works, it's basically they is a way for them. There's a company called Humble, which they basically bundle a load of games together for charity, and they basically give you keys. Basically, they're normally Steam keys though. Although the occasions they do use other platforms as well, and they basically give you out a selection of Steam keys once you get sent them, and when you redeem the codes on Steam, you get the games. Anyway, it was given out in a Direwolf bundle of board games recently, so I've got it on that. I also have the physical game, which I believe was unopened when I got it. Anyway, it's a good game of this thing, though you have to get into it a bit. And as you say, I haven't really seen that much Game of Thrones, so I'm not that au fait with it. Right, anyway, that's Game of Thrones, the board game, one of the better board game style games. We've got a Plague Tale. I haven't played any of the Plague Tale games, so I like the look of the rats on the front. I know there's a thing. I'll play it at some point, just haven't got around to it. And as I saying just before that, I've got about 300 games on this. These are all digital. I've got about nearly 500 on Steam, and then I've probably got like a couple of hundred each on PlayStation and Xbox. So, right, so we've got Adios, can't really tell you anything. Aerial Knight, Against Odds, Alba Wildlife Adventure. That was also in the Humble Bundle as well. It was for a wildlife charity. I bought that one as well. Amnesia Rebirth. We've got Among the Sleep Enhanced Edition, Ancient Enemy. So Ancient Enemy I'm going to click on. So Ancient Enemy is I enjoy. So it's a deck kind of roguelike kind of thing. The difference between this one is it's like a solitaire kind of thing. So you have a kind of board of solitaire things, and you're trying to basically play like solitaire. You're going to line the things up. So you go like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 8, Jack, and so like that. But this one's got a fantasy theme, so it's a combination between a traditional card game and a roguelike kind of game. I do like that one. That one's quite good. I haven't played it for a while, but I do like that one. Alright, so that was Ancient Enemy, and I do believe I got it on the other platform as well. Do I have it on Steam as well now? I can't remember. Alright, Arcade Paradise, so that's like a kind of retro style game. You make your own arcade. That should be something that interests me. I think you play the mini games as well. I haven't got around to playing it. I mean, they give you a 2 a week, so I mean, I've had my PC for roughly 3 to 4 years, so I've got like 300 or so. Anyway, we've got Ark Survival Evolved, we've got Art of Rally, we've got Astro Duel, we've got Auto Chess. That's a free to play game rather than it being one that was given away. So most of the games in this are going to be games that were given away rather than the free to play games. There's a couple of exceptions. Automata Chef, don't really know much about that. I do like cooking kind of games. There are going to be a few in here. Got the cooking bundle on Humble as well. Avon Colony, Bear and Breakfast. I like the picture on it. Beyond Blue. And then we've got like the Bioshock trilogy. So that was given away. I believe those were probably Vault games. So that's the complete Bioshock remastered trilogy. So they're kind of like a Resident Evil kind of like shooter stroke with kind of action game with some. You've got powers in there. The iconic villains of Bioshock are the Big Daddies. We're not giving anything away. There's the Big Daddies are pictured. They're like the mechanoid thing pictured, and that's a little sister hanging out with them. So that's the entire trilogy remastered at 4K resolution, as opposed to the Xbox version and PlayStation versions, which came out earlier. So I've played all of them. I've finished all of them. I believe Bioshock made my best of Xbox games. Check out my best of Xbox video. I'm not just a PC player. I play lots of platforms. I play everything basically, from the most recent ones to the old ones. Right, so I've got Black Book. Don't really know much about that. Black Widow Recharge. That's a reboot of a classic Atari game. Blazing Sails. Balloons TD6, so that's Balloons Tower Defense 6, basically. So that's one of the things in the long-running Balloons series. It started on mobile, and now there's ports for PC, and like we can get it on pretty much any platform, to be honest. But like, yeah. Anyway, it's one of the you basically defend. It's a tower defense game. You have monkeys. They do various different things. You summon various towers. The sound the balloons make when they're popping is quite satisfying. You get whole chains of balloons popping, and it's quite satisfying. I got it on. I paid for it on Steam as well, but it was £3, I think, on Steam. So there we go. We've got Borderlands Classic, Borderlands 3. I've got that on Xbox, I believe, is what I've got it on, and I've got some of the physical editions as well. So that's Borderlands 3. That's just the base game, with being a good cell shaded kind of game, looter shooter. I would describe it as. I like anything with a kind of cell shaded theme. And we say I'm playing Diablo. The expansion for Diablo just dropped. Diablo 4 just dropped. And we say I'm playing as the Spiritborn, the new class. I feel Diablo 4 is fine. It's getting there, but like I think they have to reduce the power of the Spiritborn. Some of the class skills need nerfing a bit, and I know it's going to get patched. So play that while you can, and it's available on consoles as well. We've got Breathedge, we've got Bridge Constructor. That's a crossover with The Waking Dead. I haven't really seen Waking Dead. I need to get around to watching that at some point. I'm sure I can watch it on my TV. And we've got Brothers, we've got Call of the Sea, we've got Call of the Wild, The Angler. I do kind of I like fishing games. We've been seeing dating back to like various things like Sega Base Fishing, the one with the actual rod controller. I've got quite a few on like the PlayStation as well. We've got Car Mechanic Simulator. My brother's actually a car mechanic in real life, so that'd be one he might like. We've got Cat Quest 1 and 2. I'm more a dog person myself. My dog isn't currently in the room, but she might make an appearance. We've got Cave Story. That's the normal version. We'll see another one in a minute. Centipede Recharge, reboot of the Atari thing. We've got Chess Ultra. We've got Chivalry. I think I played that on PlayStation. I wasn't that keen. Circus Electric is another like deck building Slay the Spire kind of thing. We're in a circus. I haven't played it. We've got Cities Skyline. I've heard good things about that. That's got a lot of achievements. It's got 119. City of Brass. That's not. I don't know what that one's about. There's a card in Magic which is similar as City of Brass is a land that taps a man of any colour at a point of damage to you. It's also like a mana confluence as well. We've got City of Gangsters. We've got Control. Cook Serve Delicious. I think I've got one thing. This is like I don't know what cute thing is. I think it's wallpaper. So it's like a program rather than a game. We've got Costume Quest. That might be appropriate for Halloween, that one. I'm going to think about doing a video for Halloween. I'll think about it. We've got Crisis Tales. We've got Crisis Remastered. So Crisis Remastered came free with my PC. It came with the graphics card. So technically I sort of paid for it. So Crisis back in the day was a game that tested the limits of the PC. It's basically your machine on can it handle Crisis was one of the higher spec things in gaming at the time. We've got Curse to Golf, which is a kind of golf RPG kind of like roguelike kind of thing. So it's got pixel art, it's got cel shaded, and it's quite interesting. It's quite different to anything I'd recommend. Curse to Golf. We've got Signal Guns Blazing, which is one of the that was one they gave away on launch. So they gave it away on launch, and then they made you pay for it later. Anyway, it's a shmup. I wasn't that keen on it. I do like shmups. They're one of my favourite genres of game, but like I didn't think that much of it. Anyway, I might show you some other shmup gameplay at some point, but it's not going to be from Signal, I don't think. We've got Demon X Machina. We've got Dakar Desert Rally. I do like racing games. We've got Dark Deity, we've got Darkwood, we've got Dark, we've got Dead by Daylight, we've got Death Stranding. I think that's one with the expansions. We've got Death's Gambit, that's like it's like a Metroidvania, Souls-like kind of thing. We've got Deliver Us Mars. We've got Demon's Tilt. So Demon's Tilt is related to it's like a kind of spiritual sequel to Devil's Crash and whatever the game is that came out on like the PC Engine and the Mega Drive. So it's like I like I like pinball games in general. I would like an actual pinball table. I'm probably going to get like a digital one at some point. I think my favorite actual pinball table is the Adams Family, I believe. And then I like the stuff like Kirby Pinball and the other one on the Game Boy, Pokemon Pinball and stuff like that. Anyways, we've got Destiny 2. That's just free to play. Only thing. We've got Deus Ex Machina. Deus Ex Mankind, sorry, wrong one. I've played that on the thing. Got Dishonored. I've played the first Dishonored, but I haven't played the second one, so those are both of them. Divine Knockout, I played that on PlayStation. DNF Duel, we got Dodo Peak. Not really sure about that one. And we got Doki Doki Literature Club, which is technically actually a horror game, believe it or not. It doesn't look like it from that kind of thing, with a bit of a romance and that kind of aspect to it. I haven't actually played it, but I know something about it. Anyway, Doki Doki Literature Club is also given away. It's also available on PlayStation Plus this month as part of those games. And for comparison, PlayStation Plus, for those that don't know, is a PlayStation subscription service, and they basically you get free games. You get free games each month, but like they're tied to you having a subscription basically, so you only keep them as part of your, as long as your subscription is active. The games stay in your account regardless, and you're not tied to a subscription model. Anyway, so Doki Doki was given away on PS Plus. Also this month on it was Dead Space and WWE 2K24, which I paid for on Steam. Anyway, good month for games on PlayStation. Unfortunately, I own them all. We've got Doom 64, which is the version of Doom that came out on the N64. I do believe there's also a remaster of that on the like Night Dive Studios did that, because they did a classic FPS remaster bundle on Humble, and I think I got them all on that. We got Doors Paradox, which is kind of like a puzzle kind of game, point and click kind of puzzle thing. We've got Dragon Age Inquisition. I've played all the Dragon Age games other than the most recent one. I'm hoping to get the most recent one in a sale at some point. Anyway, I recommend Dragon Age Inquisition. So that's the third one in the series, and then the recent one being the fourth one. We've got Duskers, we've got Dying Light, we've got Earthlock, Imperium, that was Galactic Survival, that was one of the most recent ones. We've got Encased, we've got Epic Story, Typing Chronicles, we've got Escape Academy, so I assume that's like an escape room kind of thing. We've got Eternal Threads, Europa Universalis 4, we've got Evil Dead, Evoland, Eximus, Fist, we've got Faria. So Faria is a bit more interesting than the thing. That was the way I got it first. Faria is a cross between a kind of like a board game and a collectible card game, in which you move across a map, but you have a deck of cards and stuff. So like, and when the enemies get to it, it's a bit like a miniatures kind of game crossed with a card game. It's quite interesting. So Faria, and there's also another game set in the Faria universe called Rogue Book, which I've done a video on showing gameplay from Rogue Book. And we say that Faria is the original game. Anyway, I might do a video on that. It will probably be in my From a Magic Player's Perspective series, which is another one of the series. Anyway, all my videos are linked to have various playlists in the description. So I've done these are my video game collection series. So this being a digital one, I do video game pickups series, which is me showing what games I buy basically, and what bargains I got and how much I paid for them, etc. And I also do various gameplay. I also do various Magic videos. I do videos based on my commander decks, and what I call cracking packs, which is me opening various things. I may extend that series into actual opening various video game things. For instance, when the new Nintendo, the Switch 2, inverted commas, comes out, hopefully next year, I might do a opening video for that. Alright, will you join me for that? Right, so we've got Fall Guys, that's one of Epic's own games. We've got the Fallouts, these are the classic Fallouts. Basically, I've played from Fallout 3, I didn't play the original games, so I haven't played the most recent ones either. I played between 3 and Vegas for sure. So this is Fallout, Fallout 2, Fallout 3, Fallout Vegas, and Fallout Tactics. Fallout Tactics looks a bit more interesting. It's basically more like a strategy kind of game as opposed to an RPG. So it's like the maps and the grid-based combat as opposed to the other games with a more thing. We've got Farming Simulator. Yeah, there's a whole load of simulator games, this being one of them. I've done farming games like Harvest Moon and stuff like that, and I got, what did I get recently? I got Stardew Valley recently, so that's a farming game, isn't it? Anyway, Farming Simulator, interesting. We'll see about it. There's a whole load of simulator games. Filament, we've got Firestone Online Idol, so that's one of those idol games. We've got First Class Trouble, so I think that's a multiplayer kind of thing where you have to deduce who the villain or whoever did it. We've got Floppy Nights. That's like a deck builder RPG kind of thing. We've got Football Manager. I can imagine many people have lost many hours to Football Manager. I told my friend it was free on Epic, and I said, Dan, if you're watching, I say, I hope you're playing Football Manager. Okay, and this is like Football Manager. Anyway, like I'm not that into football, to be honest. I'm more into other things. Like I like the only sport I like in inverted commas is say wrestling, if that counts, and like MMA, like UFC kind of thing. Those are the only ones I watch anyway. Right, we've got four. I don't mind sport games, however. I've got quite a few. I prefer the actual games though. So we've got Fort Triumph. We've got Fortnite. That's how Epic make all the money and can afford to give you these games for nothing because they make so much on Fortnite. It's all the skins. I don't mind the Fortnite. I think the game's actually fine. I don't have it as whether you can deal with all the stuff like the microtransactions and stuff. But like they have to make their money somehow. We've got Freshly Frosted, like the look of the donut. Don't really know much about it. Galactic Civilization. It's like another. We've got Galactic Civilizations. Game Deck, Dreamfall, Mutagen, Genshin Impact. I do actually quite like Genshin Impact. It looks pretty good. I need to get back to it at some point. I haven't really played it that much. Then we've got Ghost Run and Ghostwire Tokyo. We've got Geiger Blast, which is like a Gaijin, I think, is thing with like Godzilla and Kaiju, I believe is the term for it. The monsters in Japan. We've got Gigantic. We've got Gloomhaven. So Gloomhaven is based on a physical board game. It's one of the heaviest board games. I don't remember how much it weighs. I think it's quite a weight. Anyway, so I don't have Gloomhaven physically, but like I know as people like it, and it's a highly regarded game. My friend Misha also worked on it, so thank you for your work on Gloomhaven. There's also an expansion called Tears of the Lion, I believe it is. And we say I believe I paid for it on Steam. Got it, and then they gave it away on that. Anyway, Gloomhaven. I also need to show some a video showing my physical board games. I have lots. I have hundreds of them. So I aim to do a video showing my actual physical board games at some point as well. But I haven't got round to it. Anyway, they need to be sorted. They're floating around all over the house. I've got at least 2 cupboards full. Anyway, Godfall, Godlike Burger, Gods Will Fall, Golden Light, Goner, Grime. Guacamelee. So Guacamelee is a Metroidvania featuring a Mexican masked wrestler is the best way to say it. It's got a nice cartoon style. I believe I played it on Xbox Game Pass was the first way I played it. Xbox Game Pass is also a way to get your games. I mean, it gives you access to lots of the games. It depends if you actually care about owning them or not. Anyway, so Xbox Game Pass is good, but it's around the premium one's like 100 and something a year. PlayStation Plus is no different. Right, so we've got Guacamelee 2. If I play it again, I might play it on this platform. I haven't played the first one. That's the first one. We've got Guild of Dungeoning, Hell is Other Demons, Hell is Others. Hitman, so Hitman 3. I've played some of the earlier Hitman games, but these are the most recent ones. So I'm basically trying to play them in sequence. So I'm looking for the other parts. So they've got 2 more parts to this game, this being the 3rd part. I believe I have 1 and 2 on some other platform. 1 or 2, sorry. I don't have all 3 parts, I know. Anyway, you might see there's some duplication between my 2 libraries. Anyway, I paid nothing for all these games. Homeworld Remastered, Homeworld. We've got Hood Outlaws and Legend. We've got Horizon Chase Turbo. That reminds me of an old school Outrun kind of game. One of my favourites is being Outrun 2. I'd probably show some gameplay from that at some point. That's one of my favourites. I'm looking into a better setup, so I'm basically looking to getting a capture card, probably an Elgato, and some other things. But I'm basically looking at changing my setup so I can show you. I can basically either stream or show you video content from all the consoles, but that's going to take a while to set up. And it needs a load of other like cabling, switch boxes and stuff. So currently I can only show gameplay from like PC. And I also think I can probably do mobile, but I haven't looked into it yet. Anyway, 100 Days Win. We've got Idle Champions, this being a Forgotten Realms D&D thing. My favourite D&D setting was Greyhawk anyway. We played Greyhawk mostly. Anyway, this Forgotten Realms is one of the more played ones. Is that... What's the one with the like... That rings a bell with the thing. It's the one with the hamster, isn't it? It'll come to me in a minute. I should know. Minsk and Boo. It's Minsk and Boo, isn't it? Yeah. Minsk is, for instance, though, is from the D&D Forgotten Realms, and Boo is the hamster. This is also the card in Magic. Basically, the hamster is more. He's like a ranger, I believe, and the hamster's more intelligent than him, supposedly, because it's like an extra planar thing or something. I can't remember the entire story. Anyway, that's Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. We've got Insound Mind. We've got Industria, In Factory, Insurmountable. Invincible presents Atomic Eve, that was given away recently. Iritus, Lord of the Dead, so that's like a deck building, like Slay the Spire kind of thing, from a perspective of you're like like in a dungeon kind of thing. You're playing as the enemies against the goodies, basically. Anyway, that's one of more things, and basically, I think I had it on this platform, and then I had got the version on Steam, and I think I transferred all my progress across. We've got Ironcast, we do Islets. Jitsu Squad, that's like an old school kind of scrolling fighting game with some animals as characters. You've got like a frog, a mouse, and like a skunk and a pig, I believe. We've got Jotun, we've got Just Die Already, KO the Kangaroo, Kerbal Space Program. Isn't that meant to be one of the 10 out of 10 kind of games? I haven't played that one. Well, Kid Amnesia Exhibition, so this is based on Radiohead, the band. I do like music as well, so I don't mind Radiohead. I mean, so I might do some playlists for music on YouTube at some point. We've got Killing Floor 2 and the beta. We've got Lawn Mowing Simulator. I'm not sure how deep that one is. It sounds like it could be part of the farming game. We've got Lego Builders. I like the style. It looks like photorealistic kind of thing. We've got Lisa. Don't know much about that one. Loop Hero, another good kind of roguelike. We've got Lost Castle. So this is kind of a roguelike beat 'em up kind of thing. I've played it on another platform, so I don't have much time on this one. I think I've got it on Steam as well. Love, we've got Lumberjack, like the bear. We've got Mages of Mysteria. Then we've got Magic Legends. So Magic Legends is no longer available. It was a free-to-play ARPG based on the Magic the Gathering property. Bit like Diablo with a magic kind of thing. I quite enjoyed it, but like not many people did. Anyway, Magic Legends is no longer available, but it's still in my library. As remember, we've got Made of Skill. That's like a horror kind of game. I was considering doing showing you some like a Halloween kind of video. I have to think about that one. All right. When I'm filming it, I'm on a Wednesday evening. So what have I been doing today? I took the dog out. I cleaned the chinchillas. So my chinchillas are like, if you don't know what a chinchilla is, you can check out my chinchilla. So it's like a pet. It's a kind of South American rodent. If you want to see them in more detail, look at my video. I did a video showing my chinchilla room tour video. I mean, see, one of mine passed away recently, unfortunately. So Shadow passed away, which was the black one. So his friend Sonic is looking for some more friends at the moment. I'm trying to get another 2. Hopefully, when my brother comes back from holiday, I should be able to get another 2. I was also playing Eternal, the TCG. I'm currently around 8th in world on that. We've got Maneater, the shark game. We got so I've played that on PlayStation first. We've got the Marvel games. We've got Guardians of the Galaxy, and we've got Marvel Midnight Sun. That's like a tactical RPG similar to. It's by the same people that did XCOM, Firaxis, I believe. We've got another Idle game, Melville Idle. No, I don't think I've played any of these Idle games. They seem to be quite popular. We've got Metro Last Light Redo. I've got most of the Metro games physically. I haven't played this one. Midnight Ghost Hunt, Mighty Federation Force, that's another beat 'em up. Minute, we've got Model Builder, we've got Mortal Shell, Mother Gun Ship, we've got Moving Out, Murder by Numbers, Mutant Zero, we've got Near Abyss, we've got Never Alone, Neo, that's the original one, Abduction, Off-World, Orcs Must Die 3. So that one's the continuation of the Orcs Must Die series. It's basically a tower defense game. The only thing that differentiates it between this and some of the other tower defense games is the perspective. It's done in the first person as opposed to like the normal top-down kind of side view. So you're playing, it plays like a bit like a first-person shooter with some tower defense elements because you place like the turrets and the bows and stuff, but you have a main character you control, which you can also use to get rid of the things. I would recommend Orcs Must Die, and I think there's a new one coming out soon. We've got Orwell, so it can probably continuation of the George Orwell kind of thing. 1984. Out of Line, we've got Outliver, we've got Overcooked, we've got Paladins, that's a free to play game, so we don't. Paradigm, we've got Pathfinder, Payday 2, PC Building Simulator, that's an interesting one. It's more like we've got Pinball FX, Poker Club, we got Predecessor, we got Prey. So Prey is like this is the more recent one of this game. It's like a reboot kind of thing, whereas opposed to the original Prey that I played on like 360. We got Prison Architect, we got Cube, we got Cube 2, we got Rawman, Red Bull Galaxy, Recipe for Disaster. I do quite like cooking games. I watch a lot of the Food Network show. I watched Roux Down the River today, which is basically a it was like a kind of a French chef that was based in the UK, so he does various things. Right, so we've got Red Out 2, that's basically like a Wipeout kind of style of game. We've got Relicta, we've got Remnant Through the Ashes, Ring of Pain. Alright, I'm going to show you Ring of Pain, so let's go into the store page. Right, so I'm going to try and show you Ring of Pain. So Ring of Pain, this is basically it's a roguelike deck builder kind of thing, but it's not quite like other deck building games. It's a roguelike anyway. So it's got this kind of, it's quite appropriate for Halloween actually. It's got the horror kind of theme. You basically, I'm not spoiling anything. You basically there's a ring of cards. You go around in a circle, basically various different things, encounters, and you basically trigger various different things. I find it hard to explain what it is, but like it's a good game in the genre. I might do a video on it at some point. I like Ring of Pain, and as you see, the base game would be £16, and all these games are. You can see how much. There's a site that values your collection. I don't know if it does this one, but like it does your Steam thing. All right, so that was. I could get back to it. Sorry for that, I need to scroll through. That was Ring of Pain, sorry. Alright, so now we can carry on. So we've got Rise of Industry, we've got Rise of the Tomb Raider. So that's going to be, they gave away the entire Tomb Raider trilogy, the most recent one anyway. I haven't played the first one. I think I played the second and the third one for some reason. Anyway, I'd recommend all the new Tomb Raider games. I didn't originally like the old Tomb Raider games. They were too clunky for me and too slow. Tank controls, I would describe them as. Anyway, so I don't like tank controls in games. We've got Raising Hell, we've got Rising Storm Vietnam, we've got Riverborn, we've got Rogue Company, we've got Rogue Legacy, we've got RPG in a Box, we've got Rugrats, that was one of the more recent ones, we've got Rumble Club, we've got Rainbow, Sable, Sailforth, Saints Row. So I've played all the Saints Row games, not necessarily the full editions of everything, but that's like the reboot of the Saints Row, and that was also given away. I think it might have been given away on PlayStation as well. I believe I have it in PlayStation as well. Yeah, I definitely have it on PlayStation. Anyway, so that's Saints Row, the most recent one. And these are the complete editions. So Saints Row the Third and Saints Row 4 Re-elected. So that's got all the content. Got Swords and Sanctuary. So it's like a Metroidvania cross Dark Souls kind of thing from a 2D kind of perspective. Saturnalia. We've got Second Extinction. We've got Severed Seal. More Tomb Raider. That being Shadows of the Tomb Raider. We've got Shadow Tactics. So that's like a kind of like deck builder crossed with a tactics game in a kind of like a samurai kind of setting. We've got Shapes, we've got Shelter, we've got Shenmue 3. So Shenmue 3 was one of the longest waited games in games because the gap between the second one and the third one was quite a lot. So 1 and 2 came out on the Dreamcast, so it's a continuation of the story of Ryu Hazuki. I believe it's that anyway. I'm pretty sure it's Ryu something anyway. Anyway, so I've played the first two. I've started this one, but I haven't got a lot into it. I need to probably finish it at some point. Whether it's the actual conclusion to the story that started in the first one, I'm not sure. We've got Shop Titans, we've got Civilization 6, some people's favourite game. I think the new one's coming out soon as well. I haven't played a huge amount of Civilization. I know some people really like it. We've got Slain, we've got Smite, Snakebird Complete, Sniper Ghost Warriors, Sonic Mania. My chinchilla's named Sonic. I was probably going to name the new ones Silver and Shadow after the other ones in various Sonic games as well. We've got Solstice, we've got Speed Brawl, we've got Spelldrifters, Spirit of the North, Star Wars Squadron. So that's like it's a bit like what's the game? It's a bit like the old Star Wars Rogue Squadron kind of game that originates on the N64 and GameCube, brought up to date. We've got Stubbs. This used to be an expensive game on 360, whereas the physical one was, and now it's available in a more accessible format. We've got Submerged, we've got Sunless Sky, we've got Super Crazy Rhythm Castle, we've got Super Meat Boy Forever. That's one of the hardest games in the kind of platform thing. Meat Boy games are hard in general. We've got Super Land, we've got Surviving the Undermoth, we've got Tandem and Tales of Shadows. We've got Tarienberg, the Eastern Front. We've got Terraforming Mars. That's another board game I've played in person. It's a more complicated board game for sure. It's got a bit more to it than that. I've played 5 or 6 times, although I don't own the physical. I've got the digital. We've got Farsis, we've got the Big Con, we've got the Bridge, Callisto Protocol, Captain Drone Racing League, Dungeon of Nebuchadnezzar, I think that's how you pronounce it, the Elder Scrolls Online, Escapist, Evil Within 1 and 2, we've got Falconeer, Forest Quartet, The Last Stand. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you're enjoying the video. Please help. It helps grows the channel immensely and keeps me able to do these. I aim to try and keep doing these. And you see, I've been going about at least 2 years plus now. We've got Outer Worlds, we've got Sun Age, The Sims 4, that's free to play now though as well. Spectrum Retreat, Spirit and Mouse, that's one of the more recent ones. I like the art style. Now, I like animals though, so I'm going to enjoy that kind of thing. The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, I'm not sure why they're two. A Hunter, Call of the Wild, Fighting Herds, Thief, the reboot of Thief, anyway, not the original one. Tiny Tina, so I've played nearly all the games in the Borderlands universe. I've played Tiny Tina, the full thing as well. This is the one-shot thing, and then you say I like them. Right, so we've got ToeJam and Earl, so that's a reboot of the game that started on the Mega Drive. We've got Toem of Photo Adventure. I played that on PlayStation. So it's kind of like it's got a great artwork style. It's kind of like it's a photography game basically, as opposed to something like say Pokemon Snap or whatever. Is it Genshin Boy, the one that was on like the PC Engine? Anyway, it's a photography game. The aim is to take pictures of various things and help. You basically go around some areas, you explore, you take various pictures and give them to various people and stuff like that. It's got this kind of black and white kind of style artwork. There's no colour in the game other than I think there's colour at the very end, like the last bit, I believe. That's Tomb Raider, the game with the year edition, so that's the original Tomb Raider. We've got Total Warhammer, the original, being there's 3 of them now. That's the original one. We've got Tower of Salem. We've got Train Sim World 2. We've got Train Valley 2. We've got Tunoosh. Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion, Unrailed. And I'm just looking at these and like I'm getting ideas of games to play already. I've forgotten all the games in here because like I don't look at them that often. We've got Vampire, we've got Veridum, we've got Void Bastards. I get that in there, and we've got the various Warhammer games. So the Warhammer games, I sort of paid for them because I got a copy of White Dwarf, which is the Games Workshop magazine for those that don't know. So it basically get out a selection of keys to get these games. So basically I redeemed all of those, and then various different games. There's also there's the Warhammer button, have a Warhammer Day bundle on Humble, so that's another way to get those. I'll have to look into see what ones I've got to see whether that bundle's worth it for me or not. Anyway, it's Gladius Relics of War and Mechanicus, War Pigs, Wild True Learn, Wild Card Football, Wildcat Gun Machine, Windunbound Wolfenstein, Wonder Boy the Dragon's Trap, that's a good Wonder Boy game. Metroid, it's more like a Metroidvania anyway. We've got the World of Warships, we've got XCOM 2, Yoku's Island Express, so that's a pinball game crossed with a Metroidvania platform kind of game. That's a weird kind of fusion, but it's pretty good. They've got Yooka-Laylee, so that was by the same people as that did like Banjo-Kazooie and that used to work at Rare. So Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair. I've played the first one, haven't played the second one. Right, so those are all my games on Epic. Let's go over to GOG. Right, so hopefully we can do this. So right, so this is... Oh, I've got to close that window. Anyway, it's fine. So it's trying to... Basically, so GOG is the game store which is... so GOG is basically run by the same people that make The Witcher, so it's run by the CD Projekt Red people. So the difference between GOG and the other games platform is GOG, the DRM, the digital rights management on GOG is a bit quite different to how it works on other platforms. Oh, and let's see if we can put that full screen. Yeah, it's fine. I've got that full screen because I don't know if you're getting the bar in the side. I think it's full screen now. Okay, that should be okay. Right, so the digital rights management on GOG is better. They're saying, yeah, they're just coming up with some weird promos. Ignore that top promo. Anyway, so now they're going through the thing. So GOG is basically the digital rights management on GOG is different how to Steam, because they're saying on GOG you basically own all the games that you're paying for basically, whereas on Steam now they're saying that it's only a license to use the game on the platform and you basically don't own the game. Alright, let's show you a little bit about the stuff on game. Now, as you show, it can show you up the sidebar. It shows you basically because you can link various different platforms to GOG, but the integrations with it are third party, and they don't all show very well. So this, I could in theory show you my PlayStation and Xbox, but I'm not going to show you those because I don't feel they're working very well. All right, I'm going to show you the actual GOG games for sure. Right, let's show you the actual GOG games. Okay, so they're not going to be as many on this platform because they don't give away as many, but there are going to be some. Okay, let's start with the top. So we've got Akabelith, the World of Doom. So this is basically, you can scroll down, you can see some of the games have achievements similar to the various other platforms. So this is a kind of old school kind of dungeon crawler. So this is by the same people that did Ultima. So this is by Richard Garriott. You see, as it says at the bottom, it's a classical dungeon crawler. It was released in 1980. For comparison, I was born in 82. Anyway, Richard Garriott basically did this, and like this was one of the things in the Ultimate universe. So basically, Richard Garriott now also he basically went into space. Basically, he was one of the first people that was like not a members of the public that went into space. Anyway, he did quite well out of it anyway, and I'm sure he's doing quite well. Anyway, then we've got the Alien Breed series of games. So these are the remake or it's remake. It's not a remaster. Basically, the Alien Breed are like a series of top-down kind of more like twin-stick kind of shooters that originate on, say, the Amiga and the PC generation around that time. Anyway, these are the ones that came out. They were released digitally for the Xbox and I believe PS3. And these are the. I think they came out digitally first, although you can get them on disc because I got there's a compilation disc that has them on. Anyway, they were a good series. I recommend playing them in order from the first one. Anyway, that's Alien Breed. We've got Amnesia. I can't remember if I had that on the other platform or not. I seem to think I did. We've got Ascendant. We've got Battlefield Gothic, which is another Games Workshop game. Beast Inside. Beautiful Desolation. Beneath a Steel Sky. That's like a classical point and click. We've got Betrayer, we've got Biomenace, we've got Cave Story Secret Santa. So that's a special one of a version of Cave Story that's basically for Christmas. So there's one to play over Christmas. Then there's also things like Christmas Nights. There's Cave Blazers. We've got Ravine. We've got Elder Scrolls Daggerfall. We've got Dagon, which is like a H.P. Lovecraft thing. I do like my Call of Cthulhu, H.P. Lovecraft kind of thing. So I'll play that at some point. I've got Call of Cthulhu, the Xbox One run as well. We've got Dark Futures. That's another Games Workshop game. That was they've never re-released that. I think I've got an original copy of that. We've got Darkest Tales. We've got Daymare. Deep Sky Derelicts. We've got Thimbleweed Park. I believe that's only a demo. We've got Dinkswallwood. So these all I think these are more like point and click. We've got Doomdark's Revenge. We've got Elder Scrolls Arena. We've got Elder Scrolls Chapter 2 Daggerfall. We've got Escalon. We've got Fall of Porcupine. We've got another Epic game, Epic 40k. I've got Epic. It'd be called Titan Legions was the version I played, and it's Space Marine was the other one. We've got First Templar. We've got Flashback. I remember the Flashback series of games. It's the sequel to Another World and Heart of the Alien, Another World 2, so that but being with a different character. It's the Cinema Scope or whatever they call the rotoscoping game. Flat Out. I do like racing games, and like Flat Out being a good one. I've got it on the Xbox. Flight of the Amazon Queen. So like a point and click. Got the Amiga version. I don't think it runs on my Amiga though, and that's got like a meg of RAM. I think it needed like 1.5, maybe 2 on the Amiga. We've got Ghostmaker, we've got Greg, we've got Gwent, which is like the Witcher kind of card game. We've got Hammerting, we've got Haven Park, we've got Hello Neighbor, we've got Hellpoint as a demo though. Hero of the Kingdom 2. Don't even want to try and pronounce that one, it's whatever that is. I Have No Mouth and Scream. We've got Iritus, God of the Dead. Yeah, as you see, I've got that. I think I've got that 2 or 3 times. We've got Janoskix. We've got Jazz Jackrabbit. We've got Jill of the Jungle. King of Seas. We've got Laguna. Life and Suffering of Sabran. We've got Lords of Midnight. We've got Lorelli. There's lots of point and clicks on these. The Laureate. We've got Lou of the Tempest. We've got Man of War. So that's based on the Games Workshop naval game. We've got Martial Law. We've got Mordenheim. No, we got Narrator Boy, we got Nomads, we got Open TD2, we got Moonlife, we got Overlord, we got Postal 1 and 2, we got Quake RTX, which is like Quake updated for the RTX card. We Samarost, we got Song for a Tale of Werewolves. That looks interesting. I'll have a look at that in some way. We've got Shadow Tactics. Yeah, I've got that again. Shadow Warrior. That's the original Shadow Warrior. We've got Shadow Awakening. We've got Shantae, Shores Unknown, Sin Slayers, Star Gunner, Stasis, as opposed to the Magic card Stasis. We've got Styx, Shards of Darkness. That's like a stealth kind of Assassin's Creed kind of thing with a goblin, rather than Ezio or one of your other protagonists. We've got Sunrider, we've got Symphonia, we've got Talisman. I've got Talisman, the physical board game as well, and I've also got the one on Steam as well, because I got all the, it was in the Talisman Humble Bundle. We've got Team Agent, we've got Thea, Treasure Adventure Game, we've got Tropico, we've got Troublebrook. Anyway, if you're looking for games on this platform, just look through it. I mean, they say they give away free games on here, just not as many as Epic, and they have to be a bit more, have to look a bit more to get them. Ultima, Form 2, Undermoon, Urbex, Virtuaverse, Warwind, Warhammer Chaos Gate, Daka Squadron, Gladius. I think we had that on the other platform, did we not? Rights of War, we got Warhammer Quest 2, The End of Time, we got Warhammer Shadow the Hornrat, The Witcher Enhanced Edition, that's the original Witcher game. I haven't played the original, I've played the newer two. We've got Ultima, we've got Worms of Revolution, I do like Worms. We've got X-Morph. Right, that's my entire series of games for that's all my games for Epic and all my games on GOG Galaxy. Anyway, if you've learned anything from this video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And don't forget, it's worth getting a account on Epic anyway, just to claim the free games, even if you don't intend to play them. So it just helps you build your library. Anyway, say PC. The thing with advantage of PC is once you've paid the initial outlay, which is a lot more than the console, getting the games is a lot cheaper than the console equivalent. Anyway, most games are going digital now anyway, so you can get both of them online. Anyway, it's not as satisfying as getting physical games, but I do enjoy them. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I say, my name's Matthew, and this is Matthew Hawker Gaming. We will see you again shortly, and I will hoping be doing that video game controller video I promised you. Alright, thanks very much. I'll see you again soon. Bye.